Good morning, everyone. I'm here with the MMDA on Sevilla Bridge, and today they're going to help manage the traffic just like every other day. There is a lot of deconstruction going on here because of the Skyway project. They're going to rebuild this bridge, they're going to make it bigger and better so barges can go underneath and things like that. But today the MMDA need to keep the traffic flowing smooth so that it doesn't congest, all the surrounding areas. And you can see Bong is already up on his favourite spot, nice and high, so you can see where the traffic's getting clogged. Again, they're going to be very strict over there for no loading, unloading, because it's one lane, and when the jeepneys stop, they just clog up the whole road. This man here shouldn't really be walking on this side either, he should be on the other side, so they're probably going to post someone to try and prevent that happening. Now what you'll notice on this side of the bridge is most of the men are here because this is only one lane going this way, so they need to keep the traffic moving. If the jeepneys stop to load and unload, they would just bring this whole bridge to a standstill, so they have to be very strict in this location. And you can see here that the Mandaluyong traffic enforcers are also in place doing their part, because this is actually bordering on various different cities, or it has an effect on different cities, so everyone in their own respective areas needs to do their part. So the MMDA are here, Mandaluyong traffic enforcers, also some MMDA over there. You have the Skyway enforcers up there, although not as many as before. Right now they pulled this jeepney over to the side because he was unloading on the bridge and they told him don't unload, keep moving, keep moving. He didn't follow the instructions, so now he's been given a ticket for that. It looks like this pickup truck's fallen in a hole here. They were pulling over to the side and it looks like it's given way under the weight, although someone's obviously put a tyre in there to block it, but it's not enough. Yeah, there you go. Good job, guys. Good job. Look at that hole. So right now they've stopped all the traffic there because there's a lot of cars over there, so they're going to let them counterflow for one cycle just to move through the flood, because there's a lot of cars there and not a lot of cars there. So it's a manual management, but it's going to help. So we're now back here in front of South Star. They've already removed the metal barrier or metal fence that was here. You can see everything's been pushed back a little bit. This is the line that's supposedly showing the sidewalk, but honestly I think the sidewalk is meant to be a little bit wider. Right now they're measuring out what the real distance of the sidewalk should be. You can see over here they've already started removing an old post that was blocking the sidewalk. And here you go, he's putting down the new paint line to show exactly where the sidewalk is and where the private property is. Hopefully that's a long-lasting paint. See, right now they're trying to push this one back further because it's still blocking the line. Before, all of these were out until the green line here, but now they've been pushed back. I'm now wishing that I brought my tool from Bosch Philippines that they gave me to review and then pass on to IACT, because the tool they gave me could just cut right through this in a matter of seconds. Sayang, next time. And you can see they're continuing all the way down to make it clear to people what's private property and what's public sidewalk. You can see they're stopping this van over here, so I think it might be a Colorum. Let's move in and find out.
Internet po nga sa MMDA. Ano ba ito?
Pretty sure it's a Colorum.
Okay.
45 to Pitwazo. So this will be impounded.
Ay baba muna. Ito po itong operations na to ay hindi po legal. Colorum po ang ginagawa niya. Wala pong prangkisa. Hindi po dapat kayo po mapapahamak. Pag inisgasya ko kayo, wala pananagutok yung driver na to. Kaya pakunan ko lang po ng video na galing kayo dyan para may ebidensya po kami pag pinailan namin ng Colorum.
Kuya, how much did he charge you? Makano? 45. Did he refund you? No refund. Now, of course, one of the arguments about these Colorum vehicles is that many of them say they want to be franchised, but they can't be franchised by the LTFRB, and that's why they're Colorum. There are a lot of people that want to use these, and my understanding is the reason why they don't give them a franchise is they want people to use mass public transport like buses. But like I've said before, when you have like tens of thousands of Uber and Grab going around that only have 1 or 2 passengers, it's a little bit hard to understand why a Colorum van that carries 15 or 20 people can't be given a franchise. But honestly, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, so I'm sure there's a reason behind it. But at the end of the day, it's currently illegal, and if they get in an accident, the insurance won't cover them. So that's really the problem. CIDG, but is it genuine? Apparently what happened was the MTPB was saying that there's a lot of Colorum vans that come through here. They have like flashing blue lights, they counterflow, they won't stop if the enforcers try to stop them. So that's when the MMDA stepped up and said, okay, we'll stop one and we'll see. It turns out in this case the guy is carrying police ID from CIDG. I'm not sure if it's genuine or not, but that's what happened. Because I said, how did we go from the sidewalk clearing to suddenly the stopping of a Colorum? And they explained what happened. Now if you take a closer look at this, you can see you've got the PMP plate, you've got the red and blue flashes here, you've got the ball cap, you've got the stickers and stickers on the back. The thing is, all of that stuff can be bought from just across Camp Karame. Anyone could buy that stuff. So it doesn't necessarily mean this is actually a genuine police officer, although maybe. You can see another policeman's arrived, which suggests that perhaps this is a genuine policeman and that someone's come to help him out. So it looks like the owner of the vehicle has arrived and that's the police officer. It's still not verified whether that CIDG ID that the driver produced is actually genuine or not. So we're now on Commonwealth and you can see there's a lot of tow trucks. It looks like they might be getting ready to hook up to this big truck over here, this white one. So of saying that, I can see a driver inside, so let me verify, or I can see someone inside. So I just asked now, why are you towing the vehicle if there's a driver? But the driver doesn't want to give a license. Either he doesn't have a license or he just won't give it. If he can't show a license and move the vehicle, it has to be towed. So there's a suspicion that perhaps he doesn't have a license. So apparently the driver doesn't want to give his license because he doesn't agree with the violation. But if you look up there, it says no parking, no loading, no unloading, no waiting anytime.
Anytime.
Here's a closer look at that sign. And you can see over here they're issuing a ticket for parking on the sidewalk, illegal parking. But since there's a driver, he won't get towed. This one, I really don't understand. If he really has a license, all he has to do is show it and they'll just give him a ticket. But since he's refusing, perhaps he doesn't have one. It's hard to know for sure, but they're going to tow it away. As you've probably seen, there are a lot of obstructions down there. They're in the road, they're on the sidewalk. They shouldn't really allow, in my opinion, the local government shouldn't allow vulcanizing shops, car washes, stuff like that by the side of such a busy road, because you know exactly what's going to happen. The cars are going to arrive, they're going to stop there for a long time blocking the road. You can see one driver's just arrived to move this car, but they need her license so they can issue a ticket. They're also waiting for the drivers of these ones, otherwise they're also going to tow these away. They're prioritizing this one first because it's actually blocking the road and not just the sidewalk. The lady from this vehicle has started crying, so I've decided to give them some space, but they still need to issue the ticket because otherwise it'd be unfair to other people that they ticket.
No warning?
Mag-warning
Saan kayo nasulat? Makita niyo sa amin. Nakita niyo sa amin, saan kayo nasulat?
Sidewalk po to.
Sidewalk, saan kayo sidewalk? Maglagay na sidewalk ba? Wala nilagay sidewalk eh. Wala lagay ng warning na no parking.
Sidewalk. Hindi pwede magipag-aari ng ano.
Kailan pa nasabi ng mga warning? Kailan pa nasulat dito na lagay
Walang
ng
warning dito ngayon lang po kuya.
Wala
Dapat
kayo notice, ang bigla hila.
dapat
Wala na notice eh. Kailan pa na-notice kayo?
Hindi ang inano namin, dapat may warning kayo. Ikaso hindi
Hindi
kayo
pwede kang nahihila ng sakyan kahit kailan.
Kung araw-araw kaso ang inuuli nyo yung dito lang, hindi kasama
Kailan pa
yung
nasabi
dito.
ng ba? Bakit yung lang na bawal? Kaya yung lang na bawal, dati hindi na bawal. Kung wala nahila iba na lugar, dito kayo naman
Wala
nahila.
ko kami pili-pili. Lahat po yan. Atake po yan.
Wala na, bakit yun lang? Bakit yun lang nahila nyo? Bagal na yung parking dito, 2 taon na yung RT mo.
Wala po yan.
May bata ko yung yan.
Damn it! Sige, hatak yan, mabat! Alam mo ito maganda na to.
Pag-ialaman nyo yung sasakyan nyo,
Kaya nga, lagi lang kayo ganyan ang ugali nyo, hindi pwede
Mag-warning. Kuya, mag-warning kayo para sa next
bawal niya
wala
sir,
nang
walang
warning
bawal eh,
dito.
pag bigyan nyo notice, wala kayo.
I've heard this a few times, people saying, well, how about giving us a warning? How about a warning? If the MMDA give warnings every time they want to take action, nothing will ever change. They're here to enforce, not to warn.
Hindi pwede ganun. Hindi pwede ganun. Hindi mo na okay. Never bawal yun. Tawag ka ng pulis.
You see over here, this one's also being picked up. It's going on a flatbed. I think they just have to maybe adjust a little bit to get it straight.
warning to, dapat may warning ito. Sabi naman yung management. Ito, parking nga to, parking nga sabi ng management.
And although there was a lot of drama about that, that one's now being taken away. You can see this one's now up on the truck, and it looks like they're also connecting to this one over here. Some of the drivers did eventually turn up, but it's too late. Once a tow truck's already started attaching, that's too late. They just stopped to take a look at this taxi, which is parked on the sidewalk. They asked to see a license, but the guy doesn't seem to want to hand one over, so I'm thinking he might not actually have one. I think the man that came out to move the taxi isn't actually the driver. I think he's from the car wash and he was going to move it, but he doesn't have a license. So since there's no licensed driver to move this out of the way to prevent it from being an obstruction, they're going to tow it away. And they're just hooking it up to the tow truck now, and then they'll take it away. Right now they're looking at this one that's also blocking the sidewalk. This guy was about to move it, but I think he's one of the car wash boys and doesn't have a license. Someone with a license has to be the one to move the car. They can't allow an unlicensed person to drive a car. So yeah, if you're someone that gets your car washed at one of these places, you might want to think twice about doing it, because if the MMDA come along, especially if you're not around, they're going to tow the car away. And they're just about to take this one away now. Over here they've been doing the horns to try and get the attention of the drivers of these vehicles. Nobody's come out yet, so I think they're going to get towed away. Here you can see one of the special permit buses. Those are being used for those that are affected by the Tanggal Buluk, Tanggal Usuk operations and the other anti-smoke belching special permits given by the DOTR or by the LTFRB so that they can carry the affected passengers. The sad thing is that this road is so wide and it's designed to carry so many cars, but over the years they've lost lanes, they've lost sidewalks, and this is how it goes. And if you allow it to continue like this, before you know it, this will be a one-lane road and the rest will be a market. So that's why they really have to stay on top of this. They're just finalizing the tow bar and it's ready to be taken away. So on to the next one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.